Welcome to Bus Driver Life. My name is Keywan. I am a bus driver.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
In this video, we are going to talk about annoying, irritating, and sometimes awkward situations that bus drivers deal with daily. So as a bus driver, I realize that customer service is extremely important. And I think all bus drivers realize that. Part of good customer service is answering questions from passengers.
He ain't lying.
That's not a problem. It's not irritating or annoying. Here's the thing. When it comes to answering questions, we would prefer to answer one question at a time. But what happens all the time is you will have multiple people on the bus asking you different questions at the same time.
Bus driver, how long you gonna be sitting here? How long have you been sitting here? How much is the fare again?
I'm tired.
How do I become a bus driver?
I'm tired, bus driver.
How long do you need to have
Can I ride back around with you?
How long till you enough? What if I don't got the whole fare? How often do you do this? Can I just ride free, please? Can everybody? How many boxes kids ride free? What is it for kids? Or how many boxes are from North Philly to South Philly? When y'all gonna have a day where everybody can just ride free? Is in your depot? Why do y'all take so long to come? How many bus drivers gonna push you drive slow? Hey, bus driver, do everybody pay their fare? Bus driver, somebody running for the bus?
My two favorite questions were, do I have to have the whole fare? And how often do you do this? And see, with the questions, it can sometimes become awkward because people will start to ask you personal questions about your personal life. Has nothing to do with driving the bus or the bus route or the bus system. I mean, people have asked me, where do I live? What schools have I went to? Social security number, date of birth, all sorts of stuff. It gets crazy. So for the transit systems that do provide bike racks, bicycle racks on the buses, they are intended for the bicycle to go on the rack only. But sometimes you will encounter an individual that feels the need to stand their body on the bicycle rack. So let's take a look at an example of that right now. So you see we have the transit bus parked at the bus stop, and this man is on the bicycle rack with his bicycle. It might be his bicycle, it might not be. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Looks like he may be arguing with somebody else. But yeah, that bus is probably not gonna move. Hopefully it's not gonna move. Well, it did move a little bit. The driver just lowered the bus. But yeah, this person is causing a major delay. People on the bus have to get somewhere, but this person is on the bicycle rack. And yeah, this is certain things. This is an example of some of the things that we encounter. So what would I do in a situation like this? Just secure the bus and call for help and have some people come, and supervisor will probably show up or something like that, and hopefully they will be able to get this person to move out of the way. So something else bus drivers encounter is construction. Shout out to all the construction workers out there. I appreciate you all. You keep our roads paved. You build houses, buildings, all sorts of stuff. I appreciate the work that you do. But I do have a concern. Sometimes we'll pull into a bus stop or try to pull into a bus stop or think that we are going to pull into a bus stop, and we are met with one of these construction signs that you can see right in the middle of the bus stop area, the area that the bus needs to pull into so that we can pull up to the curb and give people curbside service. There's no work actually being done in the area of the bus stop, but that sign is there to warn people that are driving that up ahead there will be some sort of road work. I assume that they have to put these signs a certain distance prior to wherever the work site is going to be. So I totally get that. I just wish that the sign was not put smack dab in the middle of the bus stop, because then what we have to do is figure out on the spot, where are we going to stop at? Are we going to stop short? Or we may have to pull past the bus stop, and that works sometimes, or other times just stop in the middle of the street and let the passengers on and off just because of a construction sign. Here's the thing, sometimes that's extremely problematic. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. A lot of times we need to pull all the way up to the curb. Sometimes we may have a wheelchair passenger that needs to get on or off the bus, and we need to deploy the wheelchair ramp.
He ain't lying.
Now this happens in Sacramento. I'm not sure if it happens anywhere else, but let me know in the comments. So this is a classic situation right here. There's lots of people that love to take a stand and stand in front of the bus when they're upset about something. Typically it's somebody that was maybe running for the bus and the driver did not see them. So after the driver has served the bus stop, closed the doors and began to pull off, here comes somebody running in front of the bus. And at that point, the driver may not let you on the bus, because if you're willing to jump in front of a bus and stand there and block the bus, There's no telling what you're gonna do if we open the door and allow you onto the bus. You could become disruptive or violent, hopefully not, but it does happen. And a lot of times once the bus has pulled away from the bus stop and you are standing in front of the bus out in the middle of the street, it's definitely not safe for the bus driver to board you. So we can see here, another person has decided to take a stand, but they're not standing, they're laying down underneath the bus, shirtless, and it looks like they have a beverage or something down there with them. I'd assume it had alcohol in there because they're not thinking straight. So they must be under the influence of something. And it looks like they're okay. They're not going to be ran over. The bus appears to be secured. And that driver is probably just waiting for help to arrive to get that person from underneath the bus. But that is causing all sort of delays, traffic delays. The people on the bus that are trying to get to where they need to be, they have to just sit there and wait. And this is happening in Manchester. So that's like in the UK. And this bus is operated by Stagecoach. So if there's anybody that has any information about this situation, let me know in the comments. But you can't plan for stuff like this either. You don't wake up in the morning or the afternoon or the late evening, whenever your shift starts as a bus driver, and say, yeah, somebody's gonna lay their half-naked body underneath my bus. But unfortunately, it's just some of the stuff that bus drivers deal with sometimes. So I know all my bus drivers out there can relate, but to the passengers out there, or even people that don't take the bus at all, hopefully this has enlightened you so that you can see that, yeah, bus drivers deal with stuff. It's not just us sitting there behind the steering wheel, mindlessly turning the steering wheel. But let me know what you all think. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, hit the like, and thank you for watching Bus Driver Life.